What up, man? Before I get started, I want to say this one day. All right? Let me just get this organized. ah, the Dallas Cowboys are beating the brakes off Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. All right? They're just beating the hell out of that team. What, it's like 31-6, something like that? But it's all good anyway, because my Eagles don't have to put up with them anyway. We can handle them. All right? But we just don't have to. So why deal with somebody if we don't have to, right? So it is what it is in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if my mic turn my mic up. All right, let me see if I do a little test. Okay, usually when the light comes off, that means is you can't hear me. All right, anyway, Lakers and Rockets on MLK Day. Figure we see what's going on with this. The Lakers supposed to win this game. They should win this game. And if they don't go into Lakers' typical fashion of blowing games and letting the game go by, letting it slip through their fingers, then they should win this game. LeBron shouldn't even have to do much to beat this team right here. This should be an easy victory. This should be easy money right here to beat this team. Right. It's funny today, man, because you know, when you talk about journalists and YouTubes and all this type of stuff, hold on, let me turn this off for a minute. Bloggers, right? Like people like myself, Bruce Blitz, you know, we was once considered like the narrative around people that do blogs was like you live at home with your moms, you live in your parents' basement, you know, you have no career, you have no anything. That used to be the myth around people that blog. But now you see journalism completely thrown out the window. So all these people on these major networks, nobody pay attention to them that much no more, because literally all these sports journalists, all athletes, rappers, baseball players, football players, basketball players, they used to always criticize bloggers. Now everybody from that fan base, everybody from that profession or that league is doing blogs. You got professional basketball players doing blogs and doing podcasts. Where you think they got that idea from? Because they see money in it. And they know that, hey, you don't have to go to ESPN to get a sports source. You could just get that directly by just clicking on your YouTube video, screaming it, and getting it live. You know, you get to hear a bunch of people's opinions on sports that ain't influenced by the media, that's not brainwashed by the media. People that get to speak their own mind and say whatever the hell they want, you know? That's the difference. And you got all these guys in the media that push agendas like the Nick Wrongs, Shannon Sharps. I don't even think they believe in half of the stuff they say, but they have to say these things because they need to say certain things about players because they need to make money. That's their cash cow. You know, they need publicity. They need criticism. You know, they need all of that. LeBron needs Dame. LeBron needs the Avengers. He needs Justice League. He needs everything. You know? You guys don't understand that this Laker team, Kendrick Nunn, Pat Bev, Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook, Gabriel, Thomas Bryant. The list goes on and on. They got more than enough good, solid role players. Austin Reeves, good three-point shooter. Then on top of that, they got two superstars. Not one, but two of them. Okay? Even if one of them is down consistently, That's still no excuse to not win games. You act like these guys getting blown out or something. They losing close games. Anytime you lose close games, that means you're right there in the thick of things. You just can't close. Somebody can't close. Oh, of course, that's a big three. Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James. Three superstars. We already know what Kyrie Irving could do when he's healthy and he's playing. You've seen what him and Kevin Durant do when they led the Brooklyn Nets to 13 straight wins. You know, all these guys had to do is stay healthy. You know, now you may say why I don't criticize Kevin Durant the same way I criticize LeBron, because Kevin Durant is winning. I criticize you when you're losing and you're supposed to be a top contender. See, my channel normally is about breaking down stereotypes and narratives, mostly portrayed by the media. Now, I do debate people, but for the most part, this is not quote unquote a debate channel, really. It's a channel that talks about propaganda and, we go at the media. Because the same thing, they're trying to brainwash you with LeBron James. When LeBron James is done, they're going to be doing it to the next superstar. So what I'm doing is just getting you prepared. Because every time they overrate and overhype somebody, even if they're talented, it goes way too far. Nick Wright once said LeBron James should get credit for winning 2 championships when he won 1 year. So LeBron's the only superstar that could get credit for 2 championships. Now you're saying stuff like that because he's underachieved. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's a lot of money to spend. That's definitely a lot of money to spend. Is Victor the next Durant? I don't know, man. Only time will tell. He can shoot the 3 ball. He's tall. He has a lot of Kevin Durant tendencies. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, depending on what type of tendencies that you're talking about. But this should be a blowout game for the Lakers. There's no way the Houston Rockets should be into this game. Should be a blowout. You got future Hall of Famer Russell Westbrook. He did what he's supposed to do last night, which is average a triple-double. But he had no business holding on to that ball at the end of the game. And Jason Tatum dropped 50. And then all of a sudden, he has more 50-point games than Larry Bird as a Boston Celtic. And everybody seemed to be going crazy over that. Pretty much indicating that Jason Tatum is better than Larry Bird just because he got more 50-point games as a Celtic. Does that make any sense to you? That downright doesn't make any sense at all. It's just flat out stupid. There's over 30 or more NBA players right now playing at some of their best basketball, putting up these unbelievable inflated numbers. Literally every record is being broken. All right, except for the Walt Chamberlain unbelievable out of this world type of records. That's the only records that's not going to get broken. But if it's possible, it's going to most likely get broken this season. Guys scoring 60 points, guys scoring 71 points, guys scoring 50 points, guys scoring 45, 40. I mean, you can't watch an NBA game without guys going off having big games. Everybody's scoring points. If everybody doing it, that means it's real easy. It's not special anymore. So scoring a lot of points has definitely lost its feel if everybody else is doing it. Who isn't scoring a lot of points in today's league? Oh my God, one of these Houston Rocket kids just missed the dunk. These dudes are babies, missing them dunks. LeBron did a layup and the other guy goaltended. They call it goaltending. Which it was. That was a goaltend. Oh, but he gets it back in. 42-35. I know I'm a little behind on the score a little bit. I don't think it's 42-35. It's 44-35. Sorry about that. Russell Westbrook is so frantic. You can see why he's playing these games with the Lakers. He's all over the place. He just dribbles like a wild man. He needs to slow down sometimes. Slow down. Ugh. Kendrick Nunn is balling today. There's a lot of people that got a problem with the ownership of Martin Luther King Jr. They say that, I think in Atlanta or Washington, some state like that, they got a statue of Martin Luther King Jr., right? And somebody's saying it's like a picture of like a penis or something of Martin Luther King Jr. It looks very weird. I don't know why would you honor Martin Luther King Jr. by some poster that looks like a big penis. I think it's like in the middle of fucking Atlanta, and of course a lot of people are pissed off by it. Yes, this is definitely the end of Tom Brady, Chi-Town. He getting the brakes beat off him. Dallas Cowboys beating the brakes off those boys. If I know Tom Brady was going to perform like this, or his team was going to perform like this, I would have recommended them to play the Philadelphia 76ers. If the Dallas Cowboys could do this, we could do that too. All right? So there ain't no question about it that I think we could do the exact same thing that the Dallas Cowboys is doing to the Buccaneers. Man, talk about it. Sometimes you be going do it, man. Get tired sometimes, But yo, no, I'm not gonna say it because if I say it, I'm gonna have to erase this live stream after it's over with because it can't be in the collection because if a co-worker hears it, you could get in trouble, so to speak. So I can't do it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do a live stream for my Eagles game. You know that. That's coming up soon. Eagles and Giants, I'm doing that. This weekend, yes. Lakers playing good basketball. They got all the right pieces to win games. This team should be above 500 and be competing in the playoff picture. All right. There's teams with less that's winning games. And stats don't mean nothing in today's league because everybody could get them. I mean, the Joker had games when he had like 21 rebounds. Or anybody could get like these crazy numbers. Giannis had like 25, 20 rebound games. All these NBA players are just like doing historic numbers. The game has been so wide open now. Players found ways to manipulate the system to get numbers. Everybody is getting numbers. Stats are going all around the place. So you should have no problem getting numbers and getting stats. Yes, I do. I do rate Giannis higher than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant gonna have to see Giannis Antetokounmpo where it counts most, the postseason. Don't be fooled by numbers and stats. That don't tell the whole story, especially in today's league, because everybody could get them. Donovan Mitchell got a 70.1 game. 10 points away to tying Kobe's record. And he's not even on that same level with Kobe or Walt Chamberlain. He's not like an all-time great scorer. You suspect that from a Kobe or Walt Chamberlain, but you don't suspect that from no Donovan Mitchell. Like, come on, man. Yeah, that game's a blowout. I would have did that game first, but then when it just started to like blow out, I said, you know what? I am not going live stream for that game. It's just too much of a blowout. No, I don't think Chris Paul ever going to win the championship. If you ask me, I think that's over with. Yeah, man. Yo, Brandon, something's wrong with today's NBA, man. Guys are just fucking. You got role players getting historic numbers. Regular all stars, second fiddle all stars getting these big ass numbers. It's because they changed the rules. A lot of people don't realize they changed some rules in today's league. You could get more points off the fast break now because you can't stop it. They let you continue to do the fast break. And therefore, if you grab a jersey or even if you try to stop the fast break, they don't call it. They let the offensive player go to the basket. So that's about 10 more extra points for anybody that's young and able to run. Okay? If you got young legs, nobody could be in front of you. They can't put a body on you. They can't even check you at the beginning of the the ball in. How you going to stop that? How you going to stop that? A lot of people don't realize that. Change of rules. They also changed the fact that they don't make that much calls on certain plays as as they used to, and that's actually helping some players, because they could just play bully ball. And then you just got the calls, the fouls themselves. You seen what happened in the Laker game. Joel Embiid barely touched LeBron. I mean, it was like, and he get called for a foul. Then the other way around, James Harden pulls his little step back move and have them draw a foul. Thank God for this whole review challenge to play, because a lot of guys would be going to the free throw line again. If Jordan played in today's league with all these soft ass rules and you can't touch nobody, Jordan would have over an 85-point game. He probably mess around and get 100. Kobe could do the same thing. So it's not just Jordan. Okay. If one of these guys right now want to score 100 points, I'm pretty sure they could do it. A lot of these guys with all this offensive record breaking, Yeah, man, they're getting free welfare checks. They're getting a lot of government. They're getting stimulus packages. Brandon, they're getting stimulus packages out here. They're giving everybody everything. Then you just sit there. All these numbers are inflated. That's what I keep telling you. They're just bogus numbers. You mean to tell me guys that's not even considered elite could go out here and get 70 points? Donovan Mitchell ain't no top 5 player. He's not even a top 10 player. Okay, you may have to go down to like top 20. And even then, you could still make cases for other players being better than Donovan Mitchell. So he had no business doing those 70-point game. Then you got all those dudes from the Chicago Bulls dropping 45. I mean, Zach LaVine, back-to-back 40-point games and all this other stuff. Then the other kid, what's the kid? I forget his name. Vujovic, something like that. You know who I'm talking about. He just had like a 35-point near triple-double. Just look at all these games. All these numbers are getting inflated. You could get assists like this. Easy to get assists. Rebounds come to you very easy. Guys got like 25-point rebound games. And it's not just one guy doing it. So it's not special. It's several other guys doing it. It's just something about this season. Everybody's getting a lot of numbers. And it's a lot of inflated numbers. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas, the list goes on and on. These guys would have had a field day playing in this era. Reggie Miller would have loved this era. He didn't have to take no physical punishment. All he could do, he could shoot threes. You're going to give Reggie Miller the opportunity to shoot threes? You in for a long night. No. And he don't got to be better than Steph Curry at shooting threes. He's still an all-time great three-point shooter. So you give him more opportunities to shoot threes, he probably breaking records too. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You don't realize that there was once upon a time when defense was actually appreciated. Guys actually had to play defense. Now you don't have to do it. Yeah, definitely. He definitely not getting that in those 80s or 90s. Back then, if you had big games like that, you actually had to be the real special players. You know, T Mac would have messed around and dropped like 80 points in a game today. T Mac is what, like a 3-time, 2-time scoring champ. He would have a field goal with all of this free offensive going around. You know, free offensive gifts today. You know, and shame on LeBron James for letting Russell Westbrook just take a shot like that. You even didn't get in the man's face. At least you could at least get in his face and say, "What the fuck are you doing? This is my team. I'm supposed to be taking that shot." LeBron just walked off the court. You mean to tell me you didn't even say something to the guy? Kevin Durant would have said, "Give me the ball." Even Kevin Durant would have said something in the moments like that. I gotta have the ball. LeBron didn't even say nothing in the press conference. Don't you want to win and go to the postseason? That's what you say you want to do, right? So what you want? You want records or you want to win? Because you'll be more memorable if you win a championship than a fucking record. Nobody give a fuck about that scoring title. That ain't gonna blow over like water. Because at the end of the day, you ain't winning shit. So what's the point? You know, it'd be a different story if LeBron is averaging 18, 15. He's dead out of his prime and he ain't got no help around him. I wouldn't be saying jack shit around him. But he has some of the best players in the league with him. You got 2 of the top 10 best players in the world, himself included, on one team. Then you got Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook, Kendrick Nunn, Pat Beverly. The list goes on and on. Dennis Schroeder, Thomas Bryant, Looney Walker. They got solid role players. Don't tell me they can't win games with that. When you got Dame Dollar out here dropping 40-point buckets and getting wins for his team, having effective scoring. Luka out here playing like a madman, getting triple doubles. Everybody getting inflated numbers. Luka even shouldn't be putting up those numbers that he's putting up. He's mad young. He's not even in his prime yet. Luka has not hit his prime yet, but yet he's playing like a guy in his prime. John Morant shouldn't be putting up these numbers that he's putting up. He's too young. Zion Williamson is a little baby. He didn't even hit his prime yet. But this guy dropping buckets and putting up the same type of numbers like LeBron when he's playing. So what is LeBron doing so special if he's not winning games? Because everybody else could do exactly the same thing he's doing, get scoring titles and get 30-point games, 50-point games. Who can't do that in today's league? You almost come numb by it. Who can't do this? Anybody could drop all those points. You know, and the thing is, Brandon, Michael Jordan was really out of his prime. Okay, he wasn't no top 5 player in the league or presumed to be it, and he never had nobody like Anthony Davis by his side. I would have the same energy for Michael Jordan if he was putting up those numbers that LeBron is putting up and losing games. When's the last time you see Michael Jordan put up those same type of numbers that LeBron is putting up and they lose games? Jordan made the playoffs every single year. I don't even care if it's an 8th seed or a 7th seed. He got in the playoffs every year, even if he was playing with bums. If Jordan is averaging 30 a game, he going to the postseason. I don't care if Pippen's there or not, because he went to the postseason without Pippen anyway. It don't matter if he got beat in the first round. He still was taken to the playoffs. He still took his team of nobodies to the playoffs. Who does that? How you going to average 30 with another top 10 player and don't make the postseason? I'm not bugging here. That's not crazy. I'm going, if that's not a championship contending team, then what the fuck is? So 2 top 10 players in the world on the same team and they can't make the postseason? That's not a title contender? Then what are we talking about? Why are we sitting there acting like, hey, if these two superstars get together or these three superstars get together, it's game over? Apparently, it's not game over then, because you playing with top talent and you can't win. That's not a championship contender. Just because the Lakers losing games don't mean they're not supposed to be a title contender. Understand that. Exactly. LeBron should be an MVP candidate right now, and the Lakers should be winning games above 500. Period. And he would have had the numbers to back it up. He would look way much better if he producing those numbers, getting wins. He'd be easily an MVP candidate. And since it's LeBron, he probably would win it. You can win your 5th MVP right now and tie Michael Jordan. And break a record while you at it, since you love breaking records. And then put your team in position to win the championship. Imagine doing all of that in one season. If that was Kobe or Jordan, they'd be chopping at the chips to have an opportunity to do that. You know, like what are we talking about? It don't even make no sense. You guys call people a hater because I'm pointing out the absolute truth. You let fucking Russell Westbrook take a stupid ass shot and didn't even check that man. You think Jordan letting BJ Armstrong or John Paxson take the final shot when the game is on the line without his permission? You gotta get the fuck out of here with that. Even Scottie Pippen know not to take no clutch shot when the game on the line. They giving the ball to Mike. Scottie Pippen never took no clutch shots when Mike was on that damn team. He always makes sure Jordan got the ball because he knows his role and he knows his position. If Jordan was putting up the same type of numbers as LeBron, he would have made the postseason. You give Jordan Anthony Davis, even if it is for 25 games, they win like 18 out of those 25 games. They above 500. AD gets hurt. Jordan carries the team for a little while until AD get back. Simple. That's what a real top 10, top 5 player is supposed to be doing. Even Larry Bird would be like, yo, if that was Larry Bird would check Russell Westbrook. All the greats would check Russell Westbrook for doing that dumb shit. LeBron just walked off the court. That's supposed to be your team, bro. Leadership is not just by words, it's by example. Actions. Exactly. And Jordan was coming off the bench to try to help his team win games. Jordan's main goal was just to win games. Jordan could have just been selfish and just say, hey, I'm going to pad stats. I'm just going to get some numbers. You know, he's tried to put that team into the playoffs to the best of his ability with very little talent. Not no talent that LeBron is playing with. LeBron is playing with 2 Hall of Famers already on that one team and solid role players. Yeah. Yeah, because we in that woke era, Brandon. That's why. Everybody don't want their feelings hurt. And when did this became almost? Don't you notice everything now is nobody even care about winning no more? It's just about, well, he almost won. He almost did this. Can he get some credit for being almost? Almost. Almost. You know what type of credit you get for almost? Almost. That's what you get. You get almost credit. That means you could have got that credit, but you didn't. That's the type of credit that you get. You know, man, LeBron been to the finals a lot of times. They got to count for something. It don't count for nothing if you don't win. Yeah, it's good to get there, but hey, if you ain't winning, then what's the point? You got to at least win. There only could be one winner, man. So, what are we talking about? Almost. Oh man, I almost paid my rent. Okay, then guess what? You almost had a place to live because you still getting evicted. You can write that on your lease. Hey man, I may be getting evicted, but I almost paid everything I have. You know, I almost got the dream job that I always wanted. I full out the resume. I gave it to the employer. He looked at the resume and he said, I keep my options open for you. In other words, that means you still fail because you're still going home with 0. You know, failing, there's no in between for being successful and failing. Either you're successful or you're failing. That's it. That's it. There's no, where's this all this dumb shit that you gotta, you know, almost. Man, we gotta give him a little pat on the back because he almost won. That just means you lost. That's all that means. I didn't get no credit for almost doing nothing. You know, you mean to tell me if you have kids, you have a family, and you need to feed your kids, and they say, "Hey, Daddy, where's the food?" Well, I almost got it, kids, but you can imagine you can eat that almost that's on the plate. That almost on the plate is 0. Yo, Brandon, that's a funny one. That's a funny one. But don't you notice that's how people's attitude is? You know. You do? Oh, Jason. Oh, good. Mr. Taysom Jason Tatum? Is that or whatever your name is? Taysom. You do realize when Michael Jordan was going into the first round of the playoffs, he wasn't even in his prime. LeBron James was losing second rounds in his prime while he was on a title contender at that. Sometimes not even making the postseason. Once Jordan hit his prime, it was over. And Jordan did make the playoffs without Pippen. So, and that's at a young age before he was even the top 5 player. Yeah, and got swept. Kobe could have did the same thing. LeBron beat teams below 500. This is why you don't take things into consideration. Kobe played in the Eastern Conference. He'd be going to the finals every year too with a big 3. And this was before LeBron had a big 3, of course, but he was beating teams in the Eastern Conference where there was no competition. There's a reason why they call it the Eastern Conference. There's a reason why they call it the. I don't care if Michael Jordan made the playoffs with 25 wins. The main thing is he got them in there, right? It ain't no almost. He got them in there as a baby. And that's when that team was trying to tank for more draft picks. And Jordan went to Jerry Krause and said, if I'm playing, we're making the playoffs. There's no way we're missing the playoffs. Period. And yes, they were the 8th seed. That's why you become an 8th seed. And we don't judge 8th seeds the same way we judge number 1 seeds, Mr. Taysom. So what the fuck are you talking about? Jordan wasn't even Jordan then. So why are we going to talk about a guy that wasn't even primed yet? Do you think I judged LeBron James in 2003, 2004, 2005? No. I judged Michael Jordan when he became Michael Jordan. I judge LeBron James when he becomes LeBron James. Don't tell me about you working at McDonald's. Get out of McDonald's, get a career job, then come talk to me. Once you hit your prime, that's what I'm into. I don't judge LeBron James at 22 years old. I judge LeBron James from 2009 and up. And if we're going to go by just that, making that finals, you do realize those games came down to the wire. 3 of those games, they lost 3 to 6 points. That was it. Very close games. But they was backing off LeBron, letting the guy shoot bricks. If Jordan was in that same situation with that Cavaliers team that had one of the top defenses in the league in 2007, they winning some games against the Spurs. They might even beat them, you know? Jordan did carry teams. When you go to the playoffs with a bad team, that's called carrying them. The Bulls was one of the worst teams in the league until Jordan got there. The minute Jordan got there, they went to the postseason. Very first year. Never missed the playoffs. They were in their prime. They should. What happened the very next year, though? What happened to the next year when Pippen is begging Michael Jordan to come back? And when happens when Jordan come back? He only lost twice in his prime. LeBron James lost 10 times in his prime. So you think losing 10 times is more better than losing 2 times in your prime? Jordan lost in 1990. That was his prime. And he lost in 1995. He lost 2 times in his prime. That's it. Why you think when I judge Jordan and LeBron, I do prime peak for peak? Jordan is a 10-time scoring champ, a 5-time MVP, a 6-time finals champion, finals MVP 6 times. And he did that within a 13 years time span. LeBron James can't do that in 20 years. If this was chess, LeBron James would have been done. That guy's still in high school. You know, LeBron James is like the guy in high school that get left back. Everybody else moved on. They got career jobs. They getting a bachelor's degree. LeBron James still in high school. No, there was no super teams, but Michael Jordan makes sure he won them games, though. You know, you say stupid stuff like, he didn't have to beat the Golden State Warriors. You know why he didn't have to beat the Golden State Warriors? Because he was too busy kicking everybody's ass. That's why. That was it. They had 2 Hall of Famers and 1 All-Star. Jordan won 6 championships with 1 All-Star. LeBron James barely could do that. LeBron James need the whole Avengers to win a championship. He need a super team. And let's not mention that he lost 10 times with 6 finals losses. He ain't chasing Michael Jordan. He chasing Jerry West. That boat has already sailed. Yeah, my Knicks beat the Bulls without Michael Jordan. And I'm a Knicks fan. That's not necessarily true. LeBron played with more Hall of Famers than Michael Jordan. Let's just do that. Who played with more help than LeBron James and still underachieved in 20 years? If LeBron James is a car, he's a Honda Accord. Michael Jordan's a Lamborghini. There's levels to this. LeBron James is Domino's Pizza. Michael Jordan is real Italian pizza. There's levels to this. LeBron James is like that cheap Android phone that underachieves. Michael Jordan is like an iPhone. You know. Defense wins championships. Jordan is one of the greatest defensive players of all time. Where's LeBron James Defensive Player of the Year award? Oh, he should have, would have, could have, right? But he ain't got none. Kobe's a better defender than LeBron James as well, too. Yes, Eagles are going to have fun. Eagles are going to have fun. If Jordan had the same amount of talent as LeBron James, he would have had 8 to 9 championships. Because he wouldn't let a lot of those championships go under the table. Everybody was eating under LeBron's watch. You can't even get more championships than Steph Curry. Steph Curry may end up getting 5 championships under LeBron James's watch. No, Pippen was not guarding the best basketball players. Scottie Pippen was a guy that averaged 16 a game. And he had to develop into being an all-star, a guy that was coming off the bench, averaging 13 a game. Dennis Rodman was a role player. Dennis Rodman was only an all-star for 2 times in his career. Get your facts right. He was only an all-star on the Detroit Pistons. LeBron James was playing with multiple all-stars. Then on top of that, if you want to go that route, he was playing with more Hall of Famers too. and still come up short. Happy MLK Day. G Money. Oh, hold on. Let me start rumbling off. Rodman is a Hall of Famer. There's nothing wrong with that. But LeBron James played with over double-digit Hall of Famers. So what's your point? I didn't say Jordan didn't play with Hall of Famers. I just say LeBron played with more. And still came up with less. You can't have more. You can't have everybody walk you to the water. LeBron James should have been blowing Michael Jordan out the water. Jordan only played 13 years with the Bulls, and he did more in 13 years than LeBron can't do in 20. How many times you going to get left back in the NBA, dog? Jordan stopped guys from winning championships. Everybody got championships. All his nemesis and rivals got championships. Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. All of his rivals got championships. All of them. And they got them by beating LeBron James. The man lost 10 times in his prime. About to lose 11 times on playing with a stacked team. What's good, Chi-Town?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? Yo, that game was crazy, man.
Yeah, you think Tom Brady is done, or you think he has another one in him?
No, dog. It's retirement time. It's retirement time.
No, the thing with that, I don't think he's the best, but I still think he's a top 10 QB. I don't think you could name 10 QBs better than right now.
How about going into next season?
No, yeah, I don't think he's not the best QB. I don't think he's been the best since like the last maybe 3 or 4 years, but I can't name 10 quarterbacks better than him right now.
Oh, for that football again? I thought he's talking about still cooking that dude, the trolls on the.
Oh, I love cooking.
I'm tired of this.
You know,
Scottie Pippen.
Somebody told me. Somebody told me you got to give LeBron credit because he almost did things. Well, hey, I almost won the lotto. I mean, I almost won the lotto. If you want to do that, give me credit.
They act like Scottie Pippen. They act like Scottie Pippen was Larry Bird when he came into Chicago, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and this nigga was a rookie.
Yeah,
he was a rookie, and they was still losing. This is facts. And they didn't win a championship until 1991. They think we're stupid. Like they act like, oh, Scottie Pippen got there and Jordan was winning. No, it wasn't. They were getting beat.
And people don't realize Jordan made Scottie Pippen more than Scottie Pippen did for him.
They didn't win a championship until 1991.
I think Scottie Pippen's one of the most overrated players of all time. Like he's a Hall of Famer, but without
he's overhyped. I say that he's overhyped. I'll just say that. I'm not gonna say he's overrated.
Some people think this is disrespect. I think he'd be Andre Iguodala without MJ.
Yo, Scottie Pippen's top 50 greatest. Top 50.
No, what does he do that Andre Iguodala can't?
What, shooting, defending? Scottie Pippen's one of the best defenders.
I think shooting is the same, and Pippen
defending. Scottie Pippen made to a lot of all defensive teams.
You see this clown? Now we talking about the coach. He can't go to the finals without Phil Jackson. Come on, man. Are we really going?
That's the weakest argument ever.
We can't. We got to get off the players. Now we're going to the coach. Come on, man.
Nigga, like, please. Kareem went to the finals 10 times. That 10 times shit is so played out. Kareem went to the finals 10 times. Y'all not even praising Kareem. And he won 6 championships.
Yeah.
They act like Kareem made it to 11 first defensive first teams, but they don't mention that up.
Yeah, Chi-Town, I always said Scottie Pippen was overrated. There's guys in his own era that was better than him.
Grant Hill was better.
There was a lot of guys better than
Scottie Pippen. You talking about the 80s and 90s, right?
Both
about the 80s and 90s?
A lot of guys better than
you think
but Keem Olajuwon was better than him. He ain't stopping Keem Olajuwon. You see what I put Prince on the comment?
We could go off the rails and name like 10 players already better than Scottie Pippen in that.
True. I totally agree. Keem Olajuwon is one of them. I was like, bro, Keem Olajuwon won twice.
He said Jordan is a system player, but that system got him 6 championships.
What system player? What about LeBron's play? LeBron's play is if he doesn't have multiple All-Stars, he can't win championships.
Hey, Jason, if LeBron is the system, something's wrong because he got 6.
If you can't give him like a Giannis or a Luka or John Morant, any of these top guys, or Tim Duncan, he's not winning on rings. He needs a top. That's facts.
He don't even got a dynasty because he left his team that he was playing for.
Yeah, he don't even have a dynasty. The closest is Golden State. The closest is Golden State.
That Cleveland team was on the come up. They won 60 games twice in a year. Okay.
Yeah, he don't even have a dynasty because he's out here playing with all-stars and Hall of Famers to win championships.
Yeah, but look, if he stuck it out with that team, he probably would have won the championship with those guys if he went through the struggle with them.
Well, guess what, Prince? LeBron in three-peat.
Well, he's not winning 4.
He has no three-peats. 20 years in the league, and this dude got no three-peats. Jordan's the only person got 2 separate three-peats in the same era.
Bro, this is the same guy that let Kevin Garnett say that they broke him and they ran him out of Cleveland. That's what Kevin Garnett said.
And listen, he's running from competition. These dudes want to buddy up, play with the best players in the league to win championships. They're not trying to deal with all this competition.
Yo, Brandon, what up?
What's good, y'all? Salute, man.
Yeah.
Salute, man. Yo, man.
They blew that game, Prince. You were right. He blew that game. He let Russell Westbrook to the final shot. Dog, bro, you're supposed to take the shot. You're the king, right? They kept saying you the GOAT. That's what the fans kept telling us. You the GOAT. You take the damn ball out of his hand.
LeBron was wide open at the top of the game. I would say, give me that before we even run to the court. I would say, give me the damn ball.
You know what I mean? Go ahead. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Brandon, what up, man? I always keep telling these people about these inflated numbers these players getting, man.
Yo, Luka Doncic said it's easier to play basketball in the U.S. than Europe. That's all I'm gonna say. Luka said this shit way before he got that record of 61 and 20 rebounds and 10 assists. He said that shit a while back. That is too easy in the NBA in the U.S. That's an embarrassment. He's making it look like chumps.
Yo, Jay, hold on for a minute. You guys don't see nothing wrong with today's NBA? All these guys getting
Luka already said it, man. He said the NBA is too easy.
Look at that stat line.
You got Lucas. You got a foreigner saying that shit, bro. A foreigner saying, man, it's way difficult in Europe.
Yo, Jay, repeat that stat line again. 61
points and 20 rebounds and 10 assists, and he made a historical record. He made a historical record, and these dudes went nuts. The whole media just lost it, bro. You saw it, Prince. The whole media lost it, bro.
Yo, Chi-Town, how much? Then
you got Damian Lillard 71 points, and now they want to compare that to Kobe Bryant's 81 points.
You're lagging.
Yeah, how much points does Michael Jordan average? He playing in today's game?
Probably 40 at least.
He would have probably like a 40-point season.
Dog, there's no hand checking. It's easy to score. You can't touch him. There's no head checking. It's less. There's no defense. Everything's focused on offense and 3-pointers.
How much is Luka averaging right now?
Almost like Jordan, 33. Last time I checked.
That's another thing.
33. The last time I checked, he's averaging right now.
Hold on. There's like over 7 to 8 players averaging over 30 points a game.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. He's like 33.5. The other guy 32.6. Look it up. All these.
You know what they call? You know what they calling this, Prince? They calling it a 2K video game shit. They comparing this shit to 2K.
Yo, facts. That's what it is.
I'm seeing everybody on the internet is putting the 2K Michael Jordan cover, and you see Luka and all of them, and they compare that shit, and they're turning it to 2K.
Jordan, you need to answer that question about Golden State. You do realize the '96 Bulls is regarded as one of the greatest NBA teams of all time. Now,
Golden State is not doing well right now, man.
That team from top to bottom was a real basketball team. Actually played like a team. Now I don't know why a lot of these guys don't even play basketball like a full team anymore. You know, it's just guys getting
they could barely play 82 games, man.
Thank you, that too. Yo, I don't mean to cut you off, homie.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Speaking facts right now. You speaking facts right now. And to Prince's point about it's turned into a video game. Isaiah Thomas, Pistons Isaiah Thomas said it best. He says we had taken our game that was based on X's and O's, simple X's and O's, and we turn it into the video game by having
video game.
the dunks. Listen, the dunks and the 3-point shot, all for entertainment. But that's not what basketball's about. Basketball is an art form, and it's about strategy. And they took that away from us, and it's bullshit. It's crazy, yo.
Right.
Everything is a foul. You breathe on them. You breathe on them, bro. It's a foul. You step on their toes. It's a foul. You look the other way. It's a foul. Flagrant foul. Technical foul. Like, bro, just look at Prince. You gonna give me a foul? Look at that, Prince.
I want to respond to Tayson. Golden State Warriors won 70 games and lost. Michael Jordan won 70 games. And
that was a horrible. They blew that shit.
They blew that. Hell yeah, they blew it.
That's a big choke. Biggest choke in NBA history, man.
It should be the other way around. Can the Golden State Warriors?
They should have crushed the LeBron in Cleveland. There's no excuse for Golden State.
Right.
LeBron had a bunch of role players. You just let him come back and just beat you. That's embarrassing, bro.
Yup. Because you know what? They was drinking that Kool-Aid. See, that's the difference between. And I love Steph Curry, but that's the difference between Jordan Psyche and all these other star players.
Jordan's a nutcase. He's a nutcase.
Yes, he would not let. He does not let his foot off the gas pedal. Even if he knows he has you, he's still gonna play like it's the fourth quarter. He's still gonna go hard.
Dudes understand how crazy Michael Jordan is when it comes to winning. This dude will destroy his friendship. He'll cross the line. He don't give a fuck to win. He don't care if you wait for 15 years.
Jordan was a killer.
And the crazy thing is, you think LeBron will have that mentality. LeBron is 6'8", 200 something pounds. You think LeBron will be the most aggressive? He's the most nicest person.
Yeah, he's too passive.
He's too passive. He wants to be like, hey, Steph, hey, Ja, okay, let's join together. Or he'll go on Twitter. Oh my God, John Morant just dropped 50. Crazy. This is something that Jordan will not do. This is something MJ will not go on social media and praise somebody breaking a record or scoring more points.
Yep.
Hey, man.
So, Prince, I was just watching. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the Joker got like he had some seasons when he had some games this year when he had like 25 rebounds and damn near a triple double.
Video game, man.
Today's numbers they're insane, bro. These guys are just getting numbers like crazy. I think
the last time I seen shit like that was Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain had video game numbers. We all know that. Will Chamberlain had ridiculous stats. Just want to talk about Luka and LeBron. Just need to look at Will Chamberlain's numbers. It's insane. He won less, but his stats is insane.
Oh yeah,
Will Chamberlain. So, Prince, you're right. If Will Chamberlain this era, it's over. Prince did mention that.
Yeah. Will Chamberlain played
the stats that he'll come out with in this era, and know how athletic Will Chamberlain was. Oh my God, bro. That's
crazy.
Look at this. Luka's. Check this out, y'all. Luka's leading the league in scoring, 33.8. Joe Embiid, 33.4. Giannis Antetokounmpo behind him, 31.0. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he had no business averaging 30 a game, 30.6. Jason Tatum, 30.6. The list goes on and on. All these guys are averaging damn near 30 plus points a game. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, video game numbers, man.
All these guys averaging damn near 30
Is there an echo on my point?
Yeah, there's an echo.
Yeah, video game numbers, man.
Yo.
Yeah,
it's much better.
Yeah, I think Prince, the Nets is I think the Nets ain't gonna go that far, bro. Because after KD went down, bro,
right,
they start losing now. They had like a 14-win streak, and as soon as KD went down,
he was averaging 30 plus. He's another guy averaging 30 plus.
Yeah, KD
getting buckets. All these guys getting buckets. So, and you guys, but funny thing, all you care about is LeBron's numbers, but everybody else doing the same thing. You just don't realize.
They made a big deal out of Luka when he did that record. They really made a big deal out of that shit. They didn't get off that shit.
And here's the funny part: there's other guys doing the same numbers as LeBron, with playing with less talent and winning games. What's the excuse?
Right.
I don't get it either. Now their criteria of who's the greatest or who's better than whoever is based on numbers.
Yeah, that's crazy. Though,
Prince got more
Because
triple double. I got 10 championships over Prince. So that means they're gonna say I'm better than Prince. Even though I got 10 rings, but he has more triple doubles than me.
Facts.
they
And that's
said
BS.
they said Russell Westbrook.
I got 10 rings,
Russell
Prince. I'm
Westbrook
better
is the
than you, son.
all-time. Yeah, check this out. Russell Westbrook is the all-time leader in triple doubles coming
Yeah,
off
he
the
made a
bench
historical record. Yeah.
now. And now that's something special. I don't. What do you even do with that? Who cares?
They
Like,
lost.
you
They
got
blew
more.
the freaking game.
You got more triple doubles than players coming off the bench. Are we going to start counting that now? That's something relevant. They're
they
just
might-
making up new stats as we go along. You know,
Exactly.
and half of these
Oh.
things make no sense. Half of the people don't even understand what all these new stats is. You know, LeBron James shoots 50% from the perimeter with his true shooting percentage, and you times that with his PER. Then you add the true shooting percentage. What the fuck you talking about? Like, you get all of that, but you still losing the game.
But it's funny
Nah,
though, because
that's
Jordan
not
got that record. Jordan got the highest PER in NBA history. He still got that record.
Yeah, but Jordan never
do.
was a guy going. Jordan was never a guy going for stats. He told you he didn't play for stats. He just
But
left
listen,
them-
Jordan was breaking
Whatever
records and
happened,
consistently winning championships. Like,
Right.
a lot of dudes can't do that in this era. Consistently win championships and break records at the same time.
Yeah.
And you know why, homie? Because they think that, because like Prince was saying earlier, to me their records and stats are their championships. They feel like if they accomplished that, they made it, and that's not what the game is about. You feel me?
Nope.
Right.
You go to
They feel like they make
LA, you go to fucking whatever, LA,
Brandon,
New York, they're more about winning.
so
They're not
easy to
thinking
get
about
around,
freaking stats.
Brandon, all you got to do is hold on to the ball a long time. If you the star player, you could get those numbers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yup.
saying? Because everybody get these. Shea Gilgeous Alexander dropping 30 a game.
Yeah, and they're getting blown by
Out of
50,
nowhere.
right? They're down by 5. They're down under 500, right? But still, man, they got 30.
Alexander dropping 30
That's all what it comes down to. People don't even care who wins the game.
Yeah, they get
anymore.
blown by 50,
Oh,
right?
he got 30 points.
500, right? But still, they got 30.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
And you know what it boils down to? And I said it earlier, Prince, in the chat. It boils down to coaching. We don't have those tough love coaches like Rick Adelman, Pat Riley,
Pat Riley,
Paul
yeah.
Silas,
Popovich,
yup.
right?
Popovich,
Yeah.
Red Auerbach. These coaches, like I read a article on Allen Iverson a couple of days ago, because he's a favorite player all the time. And of course he was rookie of the year. He was giving like teams 40, 30 points, whatever. He had 30 points, I think, against Penny and the Magic. And he made like 4 turnovers in a row. Johnny Davis sat his ass down. You think in today's league that a rookie is scoring 30 points, you think he's getting sat down? Nope. All they're gonna say is, "Oh, he scored 30 points." You know what I mean? So coaches ain't what they used to be.
Oh yeah,
They so weak now.
Iverson
Look
is
what happened when
another
they got
dude.
rid of Steve
Iverson-
Nash. The Nets started winning.
Iverson is another guy that just played with his heart. He didn't care about his stats. He didn't even care about his field goal percentage.
Nope.
He just wanted to put his team in the best position to win games.
And Al Iverson was a beast, man.
No, he was. But I'm just using that as an example. As like, even though he was great that his rookie year, even his coach Johnny Davis, who wasn't a great one, but he still held him accountable. These coaches don't hold these players accountable now. They just blowing smoke up their ass. The players would go on Twitter or Instagram and be like, "Oh, a coach is being unfair to me," and cry about it, and their fans will back them up. So it's so hard to.
LeBron would not
it's a
ever
simple
play.
fact that they got a lot of control over franchises now.
Exactly.
I don't know if you could blame that on LeBron.
Couldn't do that. Yo, LeBron would not able to do that shit with Jerry Krause. Jordan on the Bulls, his manager, he would have torn LeBron to shreds. He don't give a fuck. You saw what he did to Chicago.
Hell yeah.
You saw what he did to Chicago, Jerry Krause.
Yo, if Jerry Krause wouldn't bow down to Michael Jordan, he ain't bowing down to LeBron James.
Hell no.
Hell no. Yo, facts. He ain't bowing down.
He broke up that damn team. He didn't give a fuck.
He did. Nah, he did though.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That team wasn't even old. Like Scotty was still fairly young. I think Dennis was the oldest one, but they still had a lot in the tank. They could have won against the San Antonio and beat them. Feel me?
And that's the thing that makes it even more embarrassing for LeBron, because these are a bunch of 30-year-olds in 1998 when they won their last championship.
Right.
Dennis Rodman was 37 years old. Jordan was like 34, 35.
34. Was he 35? Yeah, he was 35.
Yeah, they won their 30s. Steve Kerr
And
was
that last
31.
championship, I'm glad you brought that up. That last championship the Bulls won. The Utah Jazz technically was the better team.
35, yeah, it was
The fact that
35.
Jordan was the
Yeah,
X
they won
factor.
their 30s. Steve Kerr was 31.
championship. I'm glad you
Yep.
that up.
Yeah.
So no excuses. I hate the hell. The reason why it's funny we bring this up because they always use this excuse. Well, LeBron, it's funny. He's 38 years old. He's old when he loses, but when he's winning, he still got line of tank. And it's like, no, it has nothing to do with age. You're winning, you know.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Jordan in his last leg got 37 wins
Here's
with
the
no
thing.
Hall of Famers, bro. Yeah, a bunch of role players in Washington Wizards.
If you're playing at a high level, we're gonna call you out for it. If you're not winning.
Word. Exactly.
You know, it's just simple. It'd be a different story if he was averaging 15 and stuff like that, and his team was like, no other All-Stars. I say, okay, fine, he's done. You know, but he's playing with another. When AD is healthy, they say he's a top 10 or top 5 player in the world.
That's just to show you that LeBron has weaknesses because he left Cleveland twice. He couldn't stay and win more championships with them. That's just to show you that LeBron has weaknesses because he left Cleveland twice.
I don't know. It's crazy.
He couldn't stay and win more championships with them.
Yeah,
And you know what's crazy? I love LeBron.
Oh yeah, I like LeBron too. I like all
Other
players.
guy. Yeah. I love him. Like,
You know
this
what
is
I'm
the same guy who, when I was in, matter of fact, because I'm around his age, I'm around LeBron's age. I used to stay up late when I was a freshman in high school and watch his games, his high school games, St. Mary St. Vincent.
Yeah.
I used to be glued to it. I'm like, yo, this guy is going to achieve greatness. But it's just like,
Yeah, but I
it
don't
just-
got a problem with LeBron. When you see my videos,
Yeah.
I got a problem with his over-the-top fanboy.
his over the
And
fans,
some of
exactly.
the
Nah, yeah,
media
you're right. Nah, yeah.
And some of the media,
Yeah.
all my videos is really going at them. But
Yeah,
people think,
LeBron's
you
a great
do
player.
this
To me, the
LeBron.
best version of LeBron was Cleveland. That was my favorite version
Facts.
of LeBron. Cleveland LeBron
Yeah.
was just a beast, bro. Like, he was just coming at motherfucker. He didn't give a fuck. And you couldn't
And
stop
bro,
him.
his career could have been a lot more respectable if he turned that franchise into a dynasty.
Yeah, he left Cleveland twice.
Twice.
So
I
what
gotta
that
say
tells-
this. Yeah, I gotta say Miami. To me, Miami was my favorite version of LeBron. Like, even though
He was
even
good,
though he
yeah.
went there, even though he left Cleveland, even though he went to join up with a super team, I still say individually he was still balling.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
to me,
he
that
was.
was my
Yeah, and
favorite.
here's the funny part, Brandon. I'm glad you brought that up. If
He could have stayed
with
in
the
Miami too.
If he
Yep.
stayed with Miami Heat, his legacy would have been much better because he would have
Yep,
had chances
facts.
to play with Jimmy
Facts.
Butler. That team would have got better. They would have went to the finals in 2020 with Jimmy Butler.
So can you imagine
You know,
Jordan
and you
leaving
don't know about
Chicago
those rest of
twice
those
and
years.
going playing with the top elite teams to win championship? You know how
Yeah.
that shit will look?
Oh
And
man, that'd be so bad.
Miami Heat is what, a title contender in the East almost every year now. LeBron could have been part of that.
Right.
Yeah, D Wade. What? Yeah, D Wade and Ray Allen and Chris Bosh. Oh my God, man.
Right.
He should have
oh
got
my
at least
God.
4 or 5 championships with that team.
Hell yeah, the way the East
They
was
should've-
looking right.
Yeah. Hell
He should have
yeah,
won
man. They
more. He
shoulda
should have
three-peated in
three-peated.
Miami.
He
He
should
should
have
have
three-peated.
three-peated in Miami, and then he would have got more championships when Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo would have been there.
And they're
You know?
forgetting
Yeah.
this whole fan base is forgetting he has no.
And that's not even the
three-peats.
supporting cast. Duncan Robinson. Who's the other guy? Tyler Hero. He could have
Tyler
had all
Hero,
that
yeah.
for his supporting cast. He got all that for his supporting cast. You could probably won more chips with that if you was really you was the closer and you did all the stuff that you supposed to be doing. It'd have been a wrap.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
It
You know, you
seems
wouldn't
that
have
all
no-
the former
had no
media,
complaint
all
out
the
of me.
former coaches, a lot of Hall of Famers are falling to LeBron James now because now it's like, okay, LeBron is equal to Michael Jordan because his longevity.
Oh my
It's all over the media. Doc
Yeah,
Rivers
but
just
by that same logic, that means Carmelo better than Michael Jordan.
Facts. And Kareem. Because Kareem
Carmelo's
was
got a
what,
high-
21 years?
Yeah.
And plus,
6 championships,
plus
6 league MVPs, but they don't bring him up.
Carmelo is ahead of Michael Jordan on an all-time scorers list. That don't mean you a better player.
He lost
Yup.
in the finals twice.
You could look at
Yup.
all those record things. There's always somebody above somebody that really not better than him. John Stockton is the #1 leader in assists. You
Yup.
mean to tell me he was better than Magic Johnson? Because we always say Magic Johnson is the best point guard. I'm
Nah.
pretty sure that. All right then. So come on,
Facts.
man. What we
Yo,
talking
on
about?
some
here?
on some real, I don't think Stockton is better than Isaiah. I'll take Isaiah over him.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
I
too.
agree. I agree.
But
Isaiah was a beast.
on that all-time scorers list, Stockton is on it. above both of those guys. That don't mean he a better player. He played longer, and of course he's gonna get more. He's gonna get more stats. He was getting left back. Dude got no
all-time scores. Stockton is on it.
Well, they were making this. They're still making a big deal. Damian Lillard 71 points. Comparing that shit to Kobe.
Yo, Dame Dash, I used to like Dame Dash, but I don't know. He's just like, I think he's overrated. They overhype him, just like y'all said. His overinflated stats. He don't play D. He really is not a consistent shooter
Dame
like
Dash.
that. So
Dame Dash.
not Dame Dash, Dame Lillard. My bad.
Oh.
I said Dame Dash.
I said Rockefeller Records.
No. I bet my bad. Dame Dollar. Dame Lillard. My bad.
All right.
My bad. Brain fart. Oh, brain fart.
I was just about to say he played ball. Y'all gotta let me know.
My bad, man. It's late night at work, but yeah, like Dame Lillard. I'm not gonna say he disappointed me, but just like over the years, I don't see the hype with him anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Overinflated stats.
Even though he does get inflated numbers, at least he got his team winning though, and he's playing with almost nobody's.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely he's got it winning. But as they were comparing him, they was like, oh, he's playing like a who was they comparing him? Oh, he's like Allen Iverson. I'm like, nah, he's not on that level.
Yeah, they try to compare him to Kobe too.
The Kobe, yeah. I'm like, nah.
They compared him
if you put him 1-on-1 against Kobe,
yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Nah,
yeah, they did.
I don't even see
ESPN first take with Nick Wright, Stephen A. Smith.
If you put him 1-on-1 against Kobe, you didn't hear about that?
You put 1-on-1 against Kobe. Let's see if his 71 points is gonna mean something.
Yeah. But y'all, Brandon, you following football?
Oh yeah, I've been catching up on all the games this past weekend because my Colts are not in it, obviously. But yeah, that Seahawks and San Francisco game, that was good. Yeah.
That was good. That Chargers game, they choked like crazy.
Oh, them niggas choked. 27-point lead.
Yeah, they was doing that. They was doing that all season long, though. They was giving up leads like that.
Yep.
That's just how
well, the Bills won too recently. Last time I checked.
Mm-hmm. But no, let's give Cincinnati some credit. They was playing hard too. Even if it wasn't a comeback, I think Cincinnati still pulls it out because they still they're still a great team. I'll give them that.
Right.
So
hell yeah. I got
Chargers dead blood.
Giants next week.
Oh yeah.
So did the Giants gonna pull it off, Prince?
No, I'm rooting for no Giants. I'm Eagles, man.
I'm just saying, Prince. I'm just saying. Wait. I'm just saying. You think they have a chance of winning?
There ain't no just saying. Nah, man. The Eagles all the way, man.
Prince trade places now. He's like, hell with the damn New York Giants, man.
Jay, who's your team, yo?
Man, it's kind of hard, man. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard.
What about you, Brandon?
The Eagles is good, though. I'm not gonna lie. The Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles is good.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm Indy. Yeah, I'm Indy. Colts. Yeah.
Oh, you like the Colts? Okay.
I like the Colts. Yeah. Yeah, we just have our management is terrible. Like our coaching is bad. Just GMs. This is what it is, though. They're still my boys.
They got to do what the Nets did and get rid of the coach, man.
Right, because Jeff Saturday, I didn't hate that hire, but I just thought that there was other, coaches available better at that position.
Because once the coach is not doing well, the whole team just gives up.
Right, that's what it was,
and it ended up collapsing.
Oh yeah. What else? Jason Tatum dropped 51 today. I think that's his second 50-point game this season, ain't it?
Yeah, they're gonna hype him up too, Prince. Be prepared.
Crazy.
He's better than Larry Bird. I'm telling you, he's better than Larry Bird.
Bro, that's crazy. No, there people are already saying that because of that 50 game. That's why I made that.
Like
video.
Larry Bird never dropped 50-point games in his life.
Right.
He never did it. The same thing with LeBron. He dropped it at 40-something points, and they made a big deal out of that shit. I'm like, bro, Jordan dropped 51 against the Hornets.
So you remember back in the day, like early 2000s? I just say that because that's the time I grew up in. Remember back in the day that it was such an exciting thing to hear players do that back then. Now it's like they do it too much. It's like it's not even fun anymore.
Yeah, anybody could do it. That's why every day I see NBA games. Trae Young, some unknown player coming off.
It's not even fun anymore.
Everybody got 50 points. Everybody
Well, look at Luke. Like Lucas said, it's easy in the U.S. than it is in the Europe.
Yup, I believe him.
That is laughable, bro.
Yeah, but that's because of the rules, and you know they allow players to go to the free throw line. That Laker game was a perfect example.
God.
Look at the calls. You know, and luckily they had the what's that rule they have? They could challenge a play. That's the only thing that saved that game a little bit. If they had no challenging, you can't challenge that play. Then James Harden would have been shooting 3 free throws for no reason.
Now he's 60-point games James Harden dropped when he was in the Houston Rockets, and they made a big deal out of that shit.
And half of that just came from the free throw line because he just was getting calls all the time.
And right there, no.
Then he choked, in the playoffs.
Yep.
Choked.
But you know what? You know what was my argument? And I exposed a lot of James Harden fanboys on social media. I said, watch when they get rid of that ref baiting thing. Remember how they used to let guys ref bait and then they kind of like lean back on it over the years? Yeah. Once they take that away, James Harden's numbers are gonna go down. And sure enough, they went down. I'm like, see?
Exactly.
It's a different story when it comes to the playoffs.
Was going to be a better scorer. They said he was a better scorer than Jordan and Kobe.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember that said that shit. Yeah, he was doing his sneaker commercial, and they was like, "Oh, look at the greatest scorer of all time." I'm like, get out of here with that, man.
Yeah, 10 scoring titles doesn't mean nothing.
Right.
10 scoring titles. I guess they forgot about that shit.
Right, and they forgot about T-Mac. He was the youngest before Kevin Durant. He was the youngest person to win a scoring title. He was 22 years old in a tough era.
Yo,
so
man, T-Mac was nuts with scoring. He had them long ass arms, and he had handles. You know, he was an offensive threat. He was a problem.
If he was in a good team, solid team, I think he would have won championships.
Right.
Yeah, but his injuries plagued his career. I mean, that stopped his career.
That's what stopped him, right? He was always unlucky too, because remember, like he could never get past the first round. Like, god damn, nigga.
I remember him losing to Baron Davis in the Hornets. Remember that?
Yeah, that was messed up. Like, damn.
Word.
No, Pete, you remember the most heartbreaking one? Remember? It was the 2003 playoffs, and that's when he won his first scoring title. And they were up 3-1 against that Pistons team. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah. He might do it. Remember that?
Yeah.
But what happened was the kicker was they changed. Remember how the first round used to be 5 games and they changed it to 7?
Yeah.
So that year they changed it to 7. Had they kept that same Game 5 format, he would have. I'm like, damn, son, that's crazy.
He would have got out the first round.
He would have got the first round. Yep.
I mean, he got a lot of unlucky in his career. He had Yao Ming. Yao Ming got played back.
I remember Kobe dunked on Yao Ming 7-foot. Oh,
that was crazy, yo.
And Kobe dunked on a couple 7-footers. You remember that dunk he did on the White?
Oh shit, yep.
Another guy that LeBron played with, and they still didn't make the play-in tournament.
Right.
You play with all these future Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and he still can't figure it out.
Yo, I'm glad you said that, yo, because that's these whole LeBron fans, they do that. They want it both ways. When he has help, and then they lose, they're like, oh, he doesn't have help. And then, you know, when they win, it's like, oh, it's all LeBron. I'm like, y'all can't have it both ways.
Man, all that All-Star lineup that he had, he played with way more Hall of Famers than Bill Russell, Prince.
Pretty much.
He played way more Hall of Famers than Bill Russell. At least Bill Russell won more.
Right, he got what, 12 rings? No, 11 rings?
Yep, 11. They love stats so much.
They want their cake and eat it too.
That's an unbeatable stat.
He got what, 12 rings? No, 11 rings?
Either one or the other, you're gonna pick one. Because they tell me when they lose and he's old out of his prime. And I say, okay, if he's old out of his prime and he's producing those numbers, that means he's stat padding. And you say, oh no, he's not stat padding. So that means he is a top 5 or top 10 player in the game, according to the numbers.
He should be top MVP candidate with all those numbers he's dropping. The reason he's not top MVP candidate because they're losing.
You know, either way they lose because
he got all these numbers and you're not even top MVP candidate.
Nope.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you could get like 10 MVP candidates now according to numbers. You know how many guys dropping 30 point games? It's big. It's becoming normal now to have 30.
2K, NBA 2K, man.
Right, video game.
This really is some fantasy 2K shit. because I never see a season like this. Even when they kept changing the rules, I never thought if they changed the fast break rule, guys would be scoring more points, but they scoring more points.
Though it's less defense, everything is focused on offense.
Yep.
Defense is out the window.
How do you even play defense in today's league where you can't do much?
Oh my God, that's the thing I was telling these LeBron fanboys. You put MJ and Kobe and all these guys in this era, they're terrorizing the whole league.
To play defense now, just put a hand in somebody's face, and if God forbid, if that hand touched their face, that's a foul.
Right.
Man, you breathe on them, it's a foul, Prince.
It's hard to play defense when you ain't got that much. You got to play by these rules, and they handicapped it. You know, they don't want guys defensively stopping people because it's low ratings. They want high scoring games. You know, so that's how games are going to be like 130. Look at that average game. It's like all-star game numbers. All these games are like all-star game numbers. They're like 150 to 143. That's an average game. That's an all-star game number.
Well, the All-Stars coming up, so they probably gonna have a Team LeBron versus Team Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant is not gonna be there again because of his injuries. This shit is crazy, man.
It is crazy sad.
Team LeBron versus Team KD, and KD's not even there again.
Not even playing.
Because of damn injury.
There's another dude, Kawhi. Kawhi was hurt, came back like it was nothing. Now he dropping 20 plus points a game, and he got a victory for the Rockets.
Yeah, some people talking about the Clippers are done. I'm seeing Matthew online talking about the Clippers are done. I'm like, the Clippers ain't done. They didn't even need to play in tournament yet.
Right?
It's something like that.
Anyway, yeah. So, at least they're in the playoffs. I can't say the same thing for the Lakers.
Right. Right.
I knew they were going to lose. This is how they play. They'll win 3 straight games or 4 straight games or 2 straight games. And next thing you know, they lose 5, 6 more games.
Yeah, I told you they're going to have to go on a winning streak. I don't know if they can do that.
They need AD. Even when AD's there, they still could lose. We've seen them lose with Anthony Davis.
Even if they win 2 games, LeBron always goes on a break every now and then because he takes
True. Yeah.
And the way LeBron plays, he's just going to throw AD off, and in the game they end up losing the game. And AD, I don't see AD being healthy going to the playing tournament or playoffs. He's going to have some type of injury.
Yep, he is.
I'm trying to figure out where that echo is coming from.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me do something. I think it's my end. Hold on.
Yo.
Yeah.
Is it better or no?
But do that again. Mute yourself again. Yo. Yes, I think, yeah. I think Brent, maybe something in the background. Were you outside?
Hold on. It's this thing on. Hold on. I got my speaker on my TV. Hold on.
I think, yeah. Oh, maybe that's it.
That's it. Hold on. There we go.
Perfect. There it is.
Yeah, like whenever I have my sound system on, it just like creates a reverb or some shit. I don't know. It's weird. But
okay.
LeBron needs to get that Jordan mentality and just stop going like a freaking animal, bro, on his teammates.
Yeah, bro. All the great NBA players, especially the ones we put in top 5, they got more championships than losses. That's one thing. Number 2, they all on dynasties. The Bulls dynasty was a dynasty. Showtime Lakers was a dynasty.
Shaq and Kobe. Tim Duncan
and Spurs dynasty. You can even say the what's this team? The Golden State Warriors a dynasty because they keep winning with their main core 3 players.
Yep, Golden State is a dynasty.
You know, and they built from the ground up. You know, LeBron didn't do that. He kept jumping from team to team, being a mercenary. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. You can't just
to play. He has to get with all. I mean, come on. This guy was talking about he wants to be with Steph Curry. Remember that shit, yo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, remember that.
Viral. That shit went viral, and then when it brought that shit to Steph Curry started laughing.
Yup, he's like, "Nah, I'm good."
He's like,
"Tell me." That's what he said. He's like, "Nah, I'm good."
he's like, "Yo, you have me in the All-Star game. You want to play with me again?"
Right, exactly. Like,
LeBron, he's a freaking rival, bro. He's your rival. This dude beat you in the finals.
You wouldn't dare hear MJ call Reggie Miller on the phone talking about, "Hey, come join us." Reggie be like, "Nope."
Exactly.
Beat your ass.
Jordan wants the competition. He loves the competition. Especially someone beat him in the playoffs and the finals, and he gonna put him on the phone, and be like, "Yeah, come join me.
Right, man.
Come join me. I want to play with these guys, man. I want to play with Isaiah and the Bad Boy Pistons."
Oh yeah. And
But I don't know who's gonna win the finals because I think it's either way, Prince. I don't see who's gonna win the finals because Golden State looking great. Steph Curry came back and they're still losing.
Yo, the West is crazy. I don't know who's gonna come out the West.
Me either.
It's just keep going up and down.
See, this is the thing about this era. This era, you don't know who's gonna win. Back in the days, you knew who was gonna win. Back in the days, well, Shaq, Kobe, Jordan.
You had a good hint of the real title contenders, yeah. But now it's so much fool's gold. Teams look good in the regular season, then playoffs come. You're like, what the hell happened? Like, look at the Denver Nuggets. They got to prove themselves in the postseason. I don't care
number
what they
one
do in the regular season,
right?
You know. But let's see what they do in the postseason.
Yeah, it might be. I think the Celtics are going back to the finals.
You think so?
They're winning.
I don't know, man. Milwaukee still got something to say about that. I don't know if the Nets,
Milwaukee wants that revenge, man.
You know, I would have wanted. I got swept, and I was on a supposedly title contender with a guy that was 100% healthy in Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, KD needs to get revenge because they lost to Boston. I already knew Kyrie can't. With the role players that he had, he was not being that team. I was like, nah, they lost. Everyone knew that they were going to lose against Boston. It's too many. Kyrie can't take on all that freaking starting lineup. It's not just Jason Tatum. Look at you got Smart, you got this one, you got that. I'm like, nah, man, that's too much for Kyrie, bro.
Oh yeah.
Who's he gonna guard? He has to guard Tatum, and you got like three others
tonight. LeBron got 35 points. LeBron has 35 points tonight. The Lakers are up 111-98. So now he could get his props. I'm not going to criticize him because he's getting a win tonight.
Beating a bad team with a horrible record.
You can only face who's in front of you. Now, he should have been doing this to a lot of teams. They should have won last night. All these losses they had, they should have won because there was above.
Yeah, it's about to be 20-23. Yeah,
they'd be above 500. If they actually closed those games out, they'd have been above 500 and been like a 4th or 5th seed right now.
Yeah, but he only wins against good teams most of the time. I mean, bad teams, not bad teams.
But hey, man, it is what it is, though. I mean, he faced whoever's in front of him. It'd be a different story if they lost to this team, then we'd be criticizing them. So
last year was worse, Prince. Last year, oh my God, they were getting the hell beat out of them by everybody. Everybody was kicking the hell out of the Lakers last year. They were getting blown by 20. Remember that shit, Prince? Almost every game they were getting blown.
Hey, yo, and they didn't have to either. It's like they were losing games that they should have been winning. Like, that was sad.
Exactly.
I thought they were gonna ride at LA. Real talk.
Oh, they had all that roster.
All that roster.
Oh my God, yo! I'm like, you got Howard, Carmelo, and you're still getting the hell beat out of you, man.
Oh yeah,
they just gave up.
Right now. It's 11-point lead right now. So the Lakers, it's only 9 minutes to go in the fourth. So
if they come back and beat the Lakers, I'm gonna laugh, man, so damn hard, man.
Man, that'll be a choke already because they should have this game in the bag right now.
And that's another thing. The Lakers, they can't keep a lead even against the bad teams.
Nope.
Every 2 seconds, they're winning by 11. Then you turn around the fourth quarter, they're down by 2. The game is tied. What happened? LeBron's trying to shoot too many threes. He's jacking up a lot of threes. He's missed 4 of them shits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Russell Westbrook just got his triple-double. He threw the ball the other way, and it was a turnover.
Yo, Russ killed me, man.
He's gonna quadruple double now. He gonna get
double. He got a triple-double, but he got he got 5 turnovers. They lost the game.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
He single-handedly hurt triple doubles. He just make the value of triple doubles go down.
It's all about numbers, Prince. It's not about winning. It's about who got the most numbers. I got more numbers than Giannis, and that made me the greatest in this era.
And you know what's overrated about the whole triple double thing, especially with the point guards today? Like the amount of 3-pointers that are getting shot if you're an athletic
Yeah.
guard like Russell, like
Yeah.
it's so easy to get those rebounds because all you gotta do is not play defense for once, and then
Right.
your teammates jack up a
Yeah, the
shot.
ball-
All you gotta do is the ball come right
ball's
to you.
gonna
Exactly.
clang right back. Exactly.
So it's just
yeah.
like so overinflated and overrated. Like I don't even pay it no mind anymore.
Oh, they better not try to try.
Brandon, when he was in the OKC, he was getting rebounds over guys that his bigs that was supposed to get rebounds.
That's what we get exactly.
He's pushing his teammates
Out the way, right? I said the same thing, and everybody was calling me a fool, but I'm like, yo, it's true. It's gonna happen. If he goes to another team, you're gonna see it. Oh
Right,
my
man.
god.
I think just gonna call you a hater. You're a hater, man. You're a
Yeah,
hater.
that's all they can say. They don't have no rebuttal, just hater. I'm like, okay.
You hate Russell
That's a
Westbrook.
definition of
You hate
that's
LeBron.
a definition of stat pattern because it's not like those triple doubles came in like
They're
you
gonna
know,
make
'cause he was
videos about us
dominating
and
the game.
shit, talking about how
Right.
Prince hate LeBron. He got this channel over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You better
Cause, like,
praise
I
him, Prince.
He has to Russell Westbrook mastering getting double-digit assists by holding on to the ball a long time. If he get triple
True.
team or double team, he gonna pass the ball up and get
Exactly.
credit for that
Yep.
assist anyway. So he's not making nobody better. He's just holding on to the ball. I have to pass the ball at some point because it's a team game. I'm gonna get credit for it. So
Yeah,
when
but
those
how
other
many, you know how
guys
many
shoot, I make
turnovers the
sure that I
Lakers
get
had
credit.
this year and last year, Prince?
Yeah. So
LeBron leads the
but
NBA in
he
turnovers. Oh, that's something I checked.
single-handedly overrated triple doubles. Triple doubles actually
Sure
meant something.
did. Yep.
Now it's just like, man, you know how easy you could do that?
Yeah, no
Stat pattern.
defense, man.
No
You
defense.
can't touch him. No
Yep.
head
And not just
checking.
that. Like if you look at, because I'm a big student on just watching old NBA and NFL film. Like if you watch Oscar Robertson and the Kansas City Royals, or even when he played for the Bucks, those triple doubles,
Ooh, okay.
they were trying to get. They were like, it was within the system, and they were trying to win the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like Oscar didn't
Right.
hold the ball. I mean, he did. Every point guard holds the ball, but he wasn't holding it
Right.
and getting triple double team. He was making sure the ball went to the right spot for certain players
Right.
to score the basket, make a play. So it was much different in those days.
It's not like move out the way. Let me get this rebound.
Exactly.
Yo, move, homie. Let the homie get his
That's the
rebound.
only option is left for the Lakers. If they're losing, just get the numbers. LeBron and Russell Westbrook going to make sure they got their numbers. But they don't have to get any criticism. But Chris Broussard said it. He said he's getting sick and tired of this. LeBron has no help, and the numbers are great. Was not equal to winning.
Yeah, because every day you go on TV, it's who needs to go to help LeBron win. Why you don't say that about other players? You don't say that about Luka. You don't be like, you know who Luka needs to play with to help him win the championship?
Yo,
You know,
they was saying
It's
this shit when he
always-
was in Cleveland. He has
it's always
no
true.
help.
Don't you notice every?
How you
don't
got no
notice
help?
every
You went to the
trade rumor?
finals 10 times.
Don't you
How?
notice every trade rumor is connected to the Lakers? Literally, every trade rumor is connected to the Lakers.
God damn.
I mean, how could they get all these players? You guys, oh, this guy on the trading block. Rumor has it that he's going to go to the Lakers.
See, LeBron said Jordan's his favorite player of all time. He was not able to play with Michael Jordan in the same team. It's LeBron has a new rude awakening. Jordan is a freaking nutcase when it comes to winning. Dog, you seen it. Horace
Yeah, I get
Grant,
Brandon-
Luke
I get
Loney,
Brandon
all of them
ask-
got beef
Go
with
ahead,
Jordan.
Brandon.
Yo,
Brandon, what you think What you think Bill Russell would be in today's league?
Oh, he'll definitely average the same as much as
no, hold on. I think, well, yeah, because it's funny. I'm glad you asked that because looking at his stats, like even back in his day, he wasn't putting up
Right.
big numbers, but because he had 9 Hall of Famers, true. But also it's because he didn't need to
Right.
do that. He made his impact by spreading the floor and being defensively. But now today's open lane, oh my God, he'd be putting up at least 30 and 20 each game, in my opinion.
Damn. But here's the thing, Brandon. I don't know if he'll be a good defensive stopper because today's league, he probably get into a lot of foul trouble because
No, that's what I'm
he has
saying,
to
right?
come out
Defensively,
slow.
yeah. Offensively, yeah. Defensively, yeah, you're right. I agree. I don't think so either.
You know,
Yeah.
because as good as he is defensively, if you don't allow him to play it, how is he going to have an effect on the game? Real, you know, he can't even guard. You can't even guard the rim today no more. There's no rim protection.
Nope.
That's why you get past one guy, you got an open lane to the basket. There's nobody
Right.
protecting the basket anymore. So
Yeah, that's what I said. Like as far as like his offensive numbers, it probably be better because like I said, it's so wide open now, you know. So,
Right.
but like defensively, like I was telling my father this. I think not only because he said just the perimeter defense is lacking. I'm like, no, defense in general is lacking. So you know, it's just like it's sad, man. It's really sad.
Oh, yeah. Bill Russell will break a lot of records. I know that.
Yeah.
Easy too, very easy. With his size and
remember,
everything.
Brent, the guys back in the day, used to post and camp out in the post. So if you was a guard, you had to see a big guy at the rim. You don't have to
hammer you. They would hammer you.
Well, that's the thing. That's what made MJ tougher because when he played against the Pistons, he was waiting for who? Lambert, Mahorn, fucking John Sally, all them other niggas.
Yeah,
they pull him on his ass.
Also, the Knicks too. Knicks did the same thing.
Oh, they destroyed him. They destroyed
the Knicks was hammering Jordan and everybody coming into the freaking lane.
Knicks was hard body, man.
Mason, Oakley, Ewing, John Starks. Oh my God, bro.
You know what's funny you say that, Jay? His lowest playoffs points per game average came against those 92 Knicks, not the Pistons. So to me, the Knicks did a better job on him than the Bad Boys Pistons. If we're talking about from a point per game.
To stop him.
To stop him, yeah.
To stop him. They really had to. That was the only way to stop Jordan. You had to hammer him. Because if you're not hammering Jordan, he's just gonna jump over your damn head.
Exactly.
It don't matter. 4 or 5 defenders.
Yeah, no, but yo, John Starks got him on that dunk though. Y'all remember that dunk?
Yeah, he got him. Baseline dunk, yeah.
Baseline on the corner. You know what I'm saying?
McDaniel, when he got on Scottie Pippen's face and then Jordan grabbed Scottie Pippen by the jersey and pushed him out the way, and he got in his face and Jordan cursed him out and said,
"That's another thing." Jordan had to stick up for Scottie Pippen so many times.
Yeah, the clip was legendary. Jordan got in front of McDaniel. He grabbed Scottie Pippen by the jersey, pushed him out of the way, got in the dude's face, and then both of their heads were colliding, and Jordan was cursing him out. I was like, man, fuck you.
Sometimes they used to be spacking them in the locker room. Charles Oakley.
And that's the thing. Jordan, his size, but his mentality, he has a mentality like a freaking Mike Tyson. Like he's ready to fucking take your head off.
Yeah.
And LeBron, as big as he, this is what I'm saying. Like these guys in this era, it's like, bro, you got all this physique, all this size, but y'all niggas is soft.
Yeah. Hold on. Is this thing on? Hold on. I got my speaker.
So good. But yo, if you think if Jordan did some of the stuff that he did back in the day, because remember, you know, they say stories of him taking Horace Grant's food if Horace Grant had a bad game. If he did that in today's
dog, he still got issues with Jordan after all these years, including Luke Rowley.
I'm saying though, he did that
because Jordan was too mean. He was too mean. Yeah, but that's the argument. He was a
my thing though. If he did that in today's league, I don't know if the criticism have been a little different because we living in a woke era with, you know, social media. They probably try to cancel him.
Yeah, he'd be crucified, definitely.
Yeah, because they would say Jordan's so much of a prick. He said I can't shoot the fucking ball. He got on my face and he cursed me out and everything. And it almost got to blows. I mean,
guys like him and Kobe led with fear. You know.
Yep. All the Hall of Famers said it. All the Hall of Famers said it. Yeah. Kevin Garnett, all of them. Larry Bird, all of them. They said Jordan put fear in the freaking league, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kobe did the same thing.
Kobe too. Yep.
You know.
And that's the thing, though. The media don't have Kobe up there, but the Hall of Famers got Kobe top 3 of all time. Mm-hmm. Most of the Hall of Famers got Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron as top 3 of all time.
No, okay, no doubt.
And the media will just go for.
Brandon, if the Cavs met remember that whole Kobe and LeBron with the puppet thing. If LeBron went to the finals against Kobe, who you think win?
Honestly, LA, because they still had a deeper team.
Right.
If they would have met, you talk about the 09 finals? Talk about the 09 finals they would have met?
Either with Shaq.
Those was the years that the media said that the Cavs was going to win championships.
They were promoting LeBron versus Kobe. Yeah, in the finals.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for ratings, obviously, you know, because money talks. Yeah, ratings it would have been good, but I just think 7-game series, the Lakers, they would have beat the Cavs. Honestly,
the only team that LeBron would have had a chance to beat him with Dwayne Wade and Ray Allen, Chris Bosh.
Right.
He would have had a chance to beat Kobe.
Even so, Jay, I see Kobe taking LeBron out of that series a little bit because you remember what Kobe did to him in the All-Star game. If they're playing 7 games, and
he locked
Kobe
on defense on him.
Yeah, but if Kobe could sense that, hey, this guy is a little bit, I could get underneath his skin. You know, guys like Kobe and Jordan, they prey on that. They see weakness, they're gonna exploit it. So mentally,
that's what Jeff Van Gundy said. Jeff Van Gundy called Jordan a con artist because he said Jordan will exploit your weakness and he'll just destroy you. He said that shit in the 90s, and Jordan said that's a crock of shit.
Yeah. Nah, P, I agree. I agree with you, P, because from a basketball standpoint, they would have beat him. But from mental, all he had to do with Kobe would have been like something like, you know.
Ooh, and Jeff Van Gundy and Jordan got into it. Jordan cursed his ass out on court after Jordan dropped it 50-some points on the Knicks again. And he cursed out Jeff Van Gundy on freaking camera, bro. Jeff Van Gundy.
This is what Kobe would have said. This is just speculation, but this is what Kobe would have probably said to him in the finals they would have met. You know, Mo Williams, you got Mo Williams, right? But guess what? He ain't as good as playing with you. He would be playing with me. So he'll probably say something like that. You know, just throw LeBron off.
LeBron was not able to play with these guys. Like the mentality, they're too aggressive when it comes to winning. LeBron has to play with dudes who's more like soft, who's more passive. Like, let's join together. You know, the hell with the competition. Let's win championships together.
Bro, even though this is non-basketball related, that whole situation, I don't know if it's true or not, but that whole Delonte West thing, that should never get out into the public. If that was
always going to get to the public, Prince. Social media, man.
You're supposed to handle that behind the scenes, because there's no way a teammate should be violating like that on your own team.
Right.
You know, then you're the franchise player. You're supposed to check that. There should have been some tables and chairs moving, you know? And I just think LeBron is too much of a nice guy sometimes, and people run up.
Oh, I think, Prince, you talking about the thing with his mom, right?
Yeah.
You talking about the thing with LeBron?
His mother.
And LeBron went back to Cleveland. He went back to Cleveland. How you go? I'm like, bro.
Nah, it's not that though, bro.
He went back to Cleveland.
Delonte West should have never even crossed that line. It should never even been the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If that was MJ and Kobe, they would have killed this dude, bro.
Yeah, so if LeBron was a man like that, Delonte West
chairs would have been flying.
I ain't doing that on LeBron, you know. You know,
LeBron would have decked the shit out of him.
Body slam him, you know, man, like
because he punched Steve Kerr in the freaking face. You think he want to punch this dude in the freaking mouth? Like you suck with my mom, bro? He running you out the team. I'm not leaving the team. I'm running you out the damn Chicago.
Yeah, and that's his problem too. LeBron, he's not, like you said earlier, he's just not vocal. He doesn't. Some people have the extra gear in him to be vocal and just be adamant. He's not that. So I respect
LeBron does that on social media when he wants to get all political. He just
and that's the problem, right? And that's the problem. But when it comes to social, he's passive aggressive. When it comes to social media, he'll get behind a little freaking computer screen or a cell phone screen.
Yes.
And that's what he'll do.
Yes.
But the crazy thing about it is when that whole thing with his mother happened, that was during like social. That was like on the rise of social media. So he didn't go on social media with that. I think he was just so mentally. I think that really messed him up. He had no choice but to leave. Yeah. It had nothing to do with him losing to Boston. You know what I mean? So
he just couldn't play. He mentally just
he checked out. He definitely checked
out. This is the thing. This is the thing that people don't understand. Like I don't understand. That's why, like Bron, I don't know, man. It's just I can't have this.
Yeah, Brent, do you think he could have eventually got past Boston? Do you think he would have got past Boston?
Hell yeah, Boston, because Boston. Yeah, I do too. I think he would have got past Boston because Boston was getting old, but because that's the difference between him and MJ. MJ knows how to learn off experience. LeBron just learns off of people helping him. So if he would have got help, which I'm not trying to hold it against him, but if he would have had a little bit more help, if he would have waited, he could have had somebody, a big name player, come to Cleveland. Why not? But he didn't want to do all that. He just want to take the easy route, and he just, like you say, he checked out with his mom, the whole thing with his mother, and he just checked out, like I said, the easier way.
Brandon,
thank you. 60 games. That's what kills me about
it. Was right there. So there was just one player. They had all the great role players. So they just needed
Mo Williams.
One more good all-star. That's it.
They had Mo Williams. They had Antoine Jameson. Who else they had?
Yeah. But if they had one Scottie Pippen, just one reliant all-star Scottie Pippen, they had been straight. Because they had a good solid team. That was one of the best defensive teams in the league at the time.
Facts.
So
no, that he had an easy Eastern Conference was weak too.
Oh hell yeah, it was weak.
And LeBron barely beat 50+ win teams. You look at his record, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
But Kobe and Jordan
He
beat more 50, 60+ wins teams than LeBron.
But you know what he did though? He pushed that Boston Celtic team in 2008 to 7 games. Now
Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
If he was able, they could have won that game if he was able to knock down free throws. Because when you closing games, if you're a good free throw shooter, that'll help you get above and close that game out. He just couldn't close the game out.
That,
I'm glad you said that,
He should have got back at Kevin Garnett because Kevin Garnett was saying some crazy shit about LeBron back in the days.
He was.
Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce don't like LeBron.
Well,
that's why he quit ESPN. That's why he quit ESPN. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live on social media, have a bunch of booty shaking ass strippers, smoking weed, and put that shit live. He did that to the purpose to get fired, bro. He's sick and tired talking about LeBron. I was like, yo.
Oh yeah, LeBron makes his stomach turn. But Peter, your point about the free throws, that was to me. Much as I love Karl Malone, he's in my top power forwards of all time. Right. That was his Achilles heel, them free throws in the Bulls series. Right. He couldn't knock them down.
Exactly.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah, LeBron's still 73% from the free throw line.
Free throws
he still struggles at the free throw line.
Fundamental parts to winning the game. When the game is close, people foul you. You gotta put those points on the board. You gotta close the game out.
Right, they're free. Like, what other easy shot you gonna get in a game with free throws? Like, just like, come on now.
And LeBron could shoot, but he could barely shoot free throws, which is weird.
Yeah. And to add to Brandon's point, when LeBron even went to that super team in Miami, he still was playing backseat to Wade. He didn't want to step over Wade's authority. You know, that's like that show you that he was passive aggressive. It took Dwayne Wade to go to him and say, hey, I'm gonna let you be the number one on the team. I'm a step down. Because if Wade didn't do that, LeBron would have still been like, I don't think this feels right to do that to my friend. You know, but if you
see, that's what I'm saying. This is something Jordan won't give a fuck when it comes to winning. He's crossing the line.
Yeah, so
he's crossing it, friendship or not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. If he know like, hey, I should be the best player on his team, he should understand that. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna take the team. I don't even say nothing. I'm just gonna take over the team. I'm just gonna do my thing. Like Kevin Durant did the similar thing. He went to the Golden State Warriors. He went to that team. He went to that team.
Said weakest move in NBA history.
Yep. He went to that. He went to that team, but he went to that team and took over though. He became Finals MVP. You know.
Yep.
But see, I think Kevin Durant could probably pull it off, but damn, bro, work on your body, bro. God damn, nonstop injuries, man.
Yeah, I thought they still could have. They could probably beat the Warriors next year. It was up 3-1.
I'm talking about this year too, Prince.
No, but look, bro, you up 3-1. I would want to get back. I'd be like, hey, I could beat these guys. You know?
Kevin Durant could. He could.
I'd much rather beat them than try to join them because when he went to them, he realized it wasn't all that good because he was getting called out.
Backlash, it was everywhere, bro.
You know, so he was like,
he was like, he's sold out, he cheated, he's a sellout, all this.
I don't think he was ready for that type of criticism. I mean, like Brandon, what you thought he thought was going to happen? Because like, what you thought was going to happen? You went to a team that won 72 games, and you was up 3-1 games on them. Why would people not be hard on you?
I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
Me either, and it's funny, right? In my whole years of watching basketball, I've never seen that. But Prince, like, he's another one. We talk about LeBron's mental, you know.
KD's one. Yep.
But KD is like, I don't know how to describe his. I think it's worse than LeBron. Cause at least LeBron, when he went to Miami, they weren't finals. They were winning 72 games in the finals previously.
Yeah, and it was like he joined a team that beat him as well.
Right.
That was worse.
He just made him better. He made him better. But to KD, it's just like you said, he's naive. You know what? He has a naive mindset. He thinks like a teenager. Like he doesn't fully think about his actions, and then when it happens,
these guys are so big, but their mentality
is weak, right?
Yeah. They're bigger than Jordan, bigger than Kobe, but their mentality is just like Powerpuff Girls and shit, man.
No, he does, because it's funny because I have a goddaughter who's a teenager, like, and recently she did something, like it wasn't nothing major, but it's just like she's talking to me. She was like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Baby girl, what you expect? Like, you got to think things through. We can't. Your father can't think for you. I can't think for you." That's what KD acts like. He wants people to. He makes a mistake, and then he tries to get validations of what people should think about the situation. It's like, no, you made your choice. Feel me?
Right.
That's what he thinks like. He thinks like a teenage girl.
Too
Sad.
on what other people think too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I remember Iman Shumpert, LeBron's former teammate, break both of them this new era about these dudes joining up together, and it was like, y'all cool with that? I mean, he made that interview like, oh, y'all cool with KD and LeBron doing that shit? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know what he thought. He even went to Russell Westbrook and said, "Hey, we're gonna get them next year. You know, I got you." You said that.
I was arguing with my homeboy with that shit the other day. Last week he was just like, "What do you want him to do? The team." Like, bro, you could have went to another role-playing team and built with them. How are you gonna join it with your rivals? It doesn't look right.
There's a video clip, and I don't know if it's still on there. It was on NBA TV. This is when they lost to Golden State in the Western Conference Finals, and he has his arm around both Russell and James Harden, and he said word for word, verbatim, "We're gonna get it next year." You feel me?
James Harden dipped. He left.
Dipped like a little bitch. Like, come on, man.
Yo, you know what it is, bro? You know what it is though? Because after when KD and Kyrie got hurt, James Harden, we all saw it. He had to carry the team on his back, and you could tell he couldn't do it. Like his mannerisms, the way he was playing the game, he's like, nah, I can't. Without these two guys, I can't deal with all of this.
No, I think James Harden just packed his bags and just didn't like Kyrie Irving. You know, it wasn't Kevin Durant. He didn't like Kyrie. Those two were bumping.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But he didn't want to carry all that shit, Prince. He was going to catch some Scottie Pippen migraines, if anything. He would have got Scottie Pippen migraine. Like, yo, I got a migraine. I'm not coming back into the game, man. They were just folded, man.
So yeah, yo, how when is Kevin Durant coming back anyway?
They said next month.
Yeah, next month. I heard. Yeah,
next month.
But they have time. It's not bad. People make it look like they're just not gonna make it now. But I'm like, he's coming back next month.
Yeah, okay.
Because dude's talking about the Nets is done. I'm like, yo, how the Nets is finished?
No, they're not finished yet.
I'm like, bro, it's next month.
Yeah, I had that.
It's because they're losing a couple of games. What do you expect? Kyrie can't carry this whole role players by himself.
Word.
It's too much.
Yeah. But
man. To me, Kyrie is not a franchise player like that. Oh, he's nasty. Don't get me wrong. He'll help you get some wins, but I don't.
He's a good number two.
Right, he's a good number two. Exactly.
That's what he's supposed to be. Is a number two.
And they'll talk about rumors about he's supposed to play with LeBron, go back with LeBron too.
And I don't mind him having that attitude, like he wants to be a number one. Everybody should be having that type of attitude.
Facts.
If you
but it's not like that no more, Prince. It's not like with Shaq and Kobe when Kobe was just like, listen, I'm better than Shaq and I'm gonna prove it. It's not like that no more.
Yeah,
dude's just gonna keep buddying up now.
Yeah.
But the thing with Kobe and Shaq, at least they proved themselves to actually work. They won 3 championships. They could have won more, but they at least proved it. KD and Kyrie didn't prove nothing yet. So and
then when Shaq left, Kobe went back to Kobe did it. When everybody said he couldn't do it, we all remember that.
Brandon, Kobe said Shaq was bringing French fries and Big Macs during
practice. They got into a beef in the locker room. There was
that's what it was. People thought it was. And this is the power of the media. The media construed it as Kobe. It was like, oh, Shaq was trying to hit on to Vanessa or something like that. Like, no, it had something to do with basketball. Kobe said this from verbatim. He said, Shaq came into the training camp every year after they won it out of shape.
Yep.
That simple. Out of shape.
And they got into it.
And they got
Kobe's
into
not
it.
Having it. Yeah, Kobe's not gonna let that shit slide. Yeah. See, if it was LeBron would be like, you know what, Prince? Hey, he out of shape, but guess what? I got my numbers. That's LeBron. Yep. You sat right on the bench. You're like, Shaq out of shape? I don't give a fuck about Shaq. I got the scoring record, bro. I got the assists. I got the triple double.
I don't think he'll say that. I think.
Oh yes, he would.
I think he'd be too passive to say something. He wouldn't want to hurt Shaq's feelings.
That's true. Like, he probably wouldn't say it publicly. He wouldn't say it publicly, but I get Jay's point. Yeah, deep down he'll do something like that because it's like, he's like you say, he cares about what other people think, and then he's so worried about his numbers. He's so self-centered about his numbers. Yeah, it just wouldn't matter to him.
LeBron wouldn't care if you put LeBron playing with Shaq. He wouldn't even care. Shaq went out of shape. He got his numbers, and then everybody would be like, "He's the GOAT." See, look at his numbers. He's the GOAT.
That's part of LeBron. LeBron's always been been a guy stat driven. He bought the shirt. You know, when you wear
check out my stats.
This is a perfect example of your attitude. When you wear something, you trying to tell the world that that's who you are. Like if I wear a shirt that says Queensbridge Housing, I'm letting the world know I'm from Queensbridge, right? You know,
Yep.
I'm representing. You know, but you're not going to see me wear like a gay pride shirt because I don't get down like that.
LGTB, Prince, be careful. They might come over here and pull the plug, protest. That Prince and two of his other homeboys are homophobic, and then here comes the Me Too movement. Here comes BLM. It's over, bro.
Yeah, but you know,
you're losing jobs, you're losing endorsements, everything.
And remember when Dwayne Wade was making fun of triple doubles? Who got in to protect those triple doubles? LeBron was like, "Hey, don't make fun of triple doubles now. You know I like those." So
right, because he knows he's gonna be the topic. You know, if he gets those triple doubles, he's gonna be a topic on every ESPN segment.
Yeah, but stats was always a thing for LeBron James. He was always a guy that loved numbers. He's the same guy that people said he didn't want to go to the free throw line because it would ruin some of his field goal percentage.
I mean, you know what it is? People say LeBron's more like Magic. LeBron's more like Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, he's
he's more like Will Chamberlain, not like Magic Johnson. He's more like Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain is known for like crazy numbers and stats.
Yeah, I agree.
LeBron would take a certain amount of shots, so his field goal percentage won't go down. This is why he hurt himself in winning games sometimes. If he just say the hell with that, I'm just gonna go for trying to win, he probably would have some more wins. He probably
and I remember I told you, it's like just an interview. Jordan talked about the scoring record. Jordan said he doesn't care about the scoring record. When they were talking about him doing Kareem's scoring record, he said I'm not even concerned about that. He's concerned about winning.
Bro, if he wanted to, that was like his main goal. He would have broke that record.
Yeah, he would have broke it.
About it.
He said it. There's an interview of him talking about the scoring record of Kareem.
Yeah. Yep. Man, he could have definitely did it. He just didn't want to do it because his main concern was championships.
Yep, championships. Yeah, I mean, this is just like fans in general. Most fans, well, depending on which fans you're talking about, because we're in a different era now, it's more about winning, team winning, than like, oh, I got this record.
Right.
Yo, I got the assist, I got the triple double. So that means I'm the best ever. The world's gonna confetti falling down from the sky and all this other stuff.
Word.
It's like, bro, what about the team?
Hell yeah. But yo,
what about the championship? You don't want your team to win?
Hell yeah. But yo, I appreciate y'all brothers from coming, dude. We about to head up out of here. And before we head up out of here, I'm gonna tell y'all my Eagles about to win the Super Bowl.
Prince. You know the trolls are coming, Prince. You know the trolls are coming over here. Look, you get the Raiders trolls. You get the Falcon trolls. You're gonna get the 49ers trolls. What are you talking about, man? They ain't winning nothing.
Listen, I love Jalen. I love Jalen Hurts. I fuck with the Eagles. But I don't know. That 49ers D looking tough. So
49ers.
He got hurt too. So
he did. Oh wow.
Yeah.
But hold on, how bad is his injury though?
I think he still will come back and play. If the game's important, he will come back. Yeah. So.
Now the NFL, I'll give it to the NFL. They'll come back. Unlike the NBA, the NBA has low management. These guys could barely play 82 games. At least NFL, these guys will come in and put in the work, man.
Yeah, true.
The NBA, these two seems to be pampered, bro.
Yeah,
low management, man. That's the award Prince they should be getting. These need to stop hitting on Kareem and freaking Jordan's MVP thing and they should get the long management award. Low management.
Yeah, they might as well at this point.
Yeah, barely could play 82 games award.
Kawhi.
Kawhi may win an MVP on that.
Yeah.
Oh really? Prince, he barely playing any games. He'll come in a couple of games and then he'll sit down for another 5-10 games.
Everything, a lot of things about him is suspect. It's like I think he just wants to take some games off because I'm going by some of his actions. I could go by people's actions. He told one of the reporters that he don't care about the regular season. He only care about the postseason. I'm like, hold on. If you only care about the postseason, you do know you have to play regular season games to get to the postseason. So your beloved postseason won't exist unless you ball out in the regular season.
They got all this technology compared to the 80s and 90s, and these dudes is just like crybabies now, bro.
Yeah, man.
That shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They need more help. They need more trades. There's a minute like the competition is too fierce. Like, yo, Prince, you need to just get rid of the five starting line, man. But these role players ain't not producing nothing. We need to get like Giannis. We need to get Kawhi, Tatum, Smart, Giannis, all of these guys, Curry, and we could need to win some championships.
But
all this talent, no toughness.
Yeah, no toughness mentally, man. Shit is crazy. Oh yeah, Prince, didn't Lakers won?
Yeah, they won.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because
125 to 129, they was up by 4.
Oh my God, yo, they almost lost the game.
They had 11-point lead until we got down to 4. The Lakers just don't want to play no defense.
Yo, oh God, man. They almost lost the game, bro. That's not even that much they won by.
Yeah,
by a mediocre team, bro. This shit is crazy, man.
Right. But yo, y'all be easy, man. Y'all take it easy.
Oh yeah, salute y'all, salute.
Much Prince, just keep cooking, man. I know the trolls are gonna keep coming back harassing you, man.
Man, it's all good, man.
Or they're probably gonna report on Prince and say this is harassment on LeBron James. He's harassing LeBron. I'm like, LeBron ain't thinking about you, man. He's going back home to his wife. Let it go. He's married, man.
You're gonna be on YouTube, man. You gotta have tough skin, man. That's right. So you just gotta deal with it. It comes with the package, man. But yo, y'all have a good one, man.
Y'all take care. Bro.
Salute y'all.
Salute y'all.
Peace. All right. Salute to Chi-Town. Salute to everybody, man. We out of here. Gotta get some grub, man. I'm getting hungry like a mug. I'm out.